Hello, everyone in the Speed Gaming chat. My name is Ed. I'm going to be commentating round 2 of Grand Finals between Sat and Arkandy with my good buddy Fortify. How you doing, Fortify?
I'm doing well. How are you?
You know, I'm recovering from being pretty sick, and word on the street is you're kind of in the same boat, friend.
Yeah, a little bit of a cough, a little bit of some sniffles, but either way, despite that, I am very excited for this round 2,
Yes.
or race 2, technically speaking, between satorha and Arkandy. For those of you who missed the game 1, Sat currently does have a 1-0 advantage going into this race, so this is a must-win for Ark. But despite that, this is looking to be a very good race between two of the top runners of the game.
Yep, absolutely. It's going to be tournament point for Sat or Arkandy if he can eke out a win here and then take another one, reset the bracket, and get things moving again for the full reset. But it looks like both of our runners are good to go. Is that accurate?
It would appear that way.
Yeah. So I think it's about time we press that button, get this countdown going.
Yep.
Oh, this is exciting. You know what's pretty cool is we don't really have to explain the early game. I think people that are here at this point pretty much know what's going on.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm kind of thinking as well, especially with a race between runners of this caliber.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of, especially since this is kind of like the end game, you would say, of the tournament. You will, a lot of the things that they're doing, you do kind of expect them to be going really clean movements, really like niche small time saves like Professor Stupid, spin falls, all that good stuff. Both runners will be running short boost. It was confirmed. They ran short boost last race and then confirmed that they are running short boost for their set.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna be a change no matter what, unless there was some kind of last second gentleman's agreement because they're both just tired of it, which I could totally understand. We do know that the sync is a little bit off, chat. We are trying to get that resolved. Just wanted to make sure that you knew. It's not that necessarily anybody's. It's a little difficult to determine who's ahead when the sync is off. Skip cutscene at 43. Skip cutscene at 43. So they are actually pretty synced up right now, despite the slight desync. You're gonna see a couple small strategic differences between these two players. A lot of comfort stuff. Like Ark taking the wall jump there. Ark also takes left side here on the climb. Both players take ledge to ledge, I do believe. Flawless lane skip from both players. Big shocker there. 2-shot Phantom.
Ooh, very good cloak for Sat.
Arkandy. Eight, 9, 10. It was 12. Okay. We're gonna get the two-phase. Not quite. Oh, yes, he did. Wow.
Ooh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah, very good 2-cycle for Corpius for satorha. Meanwhile, Ark will have to go into phase 3, so this is going to put him slightly behind, but it's a quick phase 3.
Good old Phantom Cloak. Sat hitting the Atom Room. Sound happened at about 2:17. So Ark's a touch behind from that Corpius fight. Now we are coming up on the oldie mega skip. I know Sat pretty much goes for setup list, does he not?
Yeah, as far as I know, Sat goes for setup list. I think Sat and Ark both go for setup lists.
Yeah, I would
for
imagine.
Magus.
Doesn't surprise me in the slightest, to be perfectly honest.
I've been practicing that a little bit, but it's difficult to say the least.
Yeah, I personally operate off of a visual cue. Oh, that's right, not Magus. Early water.
Oh, the water skip?
Slip. Yeah, water skip. My sequences are all messed up. I've been playing so much glitchless lately. Nice first try from Sat. Looks like we got our sync fixed. Thank you so much, SpeedGaming staff. Shout outs. And then we got water plat skip, which I know Sat goes for single jump nowadays. Didn't quite get it.
That single jump is so hard. Like I accidentally got it.
There.
I accidentally got a single jump the other day, and
Really?
I was like, "What just happened?"
Yeah, it's very cool, but it's definitely difficult to do.
Yeah.
Arc going for that same weave, catching a ledge though. That weave is ridiculously tight. It's very, very hard.
So Sat right now does have less than 10-second lead.
Yeah.
Just the 5 or 6 second charge fanfare in addition to about 3 seconds after that. So yeah, very close race in the early game, and we'll be looking to see if that remains the case, just like Game 1 did.
Yeah, I didn't. Full disclosure, I didn't see any of Game 1. I just knew the result. You don't need to fill me in. I'd rather pay attention to the race at hand, but I will have to come back and watch it.
Yeah, it was a very good race. Yeah, I won't say anything, but it was a good race.
I'm unsurprised.
Very good second climb from Sat, and as well as from Arc. Arc once again electing to go left.
You know, I wish I could make the left side climb work in my brain because I think it looks very cool.
The left side climb, yeah, it is cool, but similarly, I cannot get that to work. Like, it's so weird. Not weird, but
Going
like
for Giga Weave, Sat? No, never. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're fine. Either way, both of these runners will be now coming up to Magus. And once again, they I know Sat does go for setupless Magus skip. I believe Arc does as well. So this should be a relatively quick trick to activate the Emmy, where they will then go and grab the spider magnet.
Yep. Sat got through his least favorite room of the game, which Arkandy's coming up on right now. He really, really hates that room. It's so easy to get 2 buffered wall jumps there when you're trying to get up those ledges quickly. It's very difficult.
Probably one of the worst rooms in Artaria for sure.
It's genuinely very, very difficult to play that room at a high level. It's such a dumb thing to say because you're like, it's 3 jumps, dude. But it's like, no, it's more than just 3 jumps. Nice setupless first try, easy.
Yeah, Sat does get that. Sat does make a lot of these like setupless tricks, like this one, short boost, etc. He does make them look ridiculously simple, even though they really are not.
I will say,
Arc having a little bit of issues with Magus, does get it second try though with a
with the
setup.
I gotta say, setupless, once you kind of know which setupless setup that you use, feels pretty comfy.
Setupless setup. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Coming up on the white Emmy. Now there's going to be, I don't know if there's going to be necessarily a difference in strategy, but there will be a difference in execution. We'll see who can get the plant kill. Sat feeling a little type of way about this one. Slide under? Yeah, I thought so. I respect it. I think I would have slid under there too.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I would have committed. I think I probably would have jumped over.
I think I would have probably jumped over as well. But Sat does get half of the plant. Let's see if Arkandy can get.
Arc's got it.
I think he does.
Oh yeah, he's got room. He slid under though for safety. I respect that. I think seeing some safety strats is something that we're definitely going to see here. As long as he knows he's playing well, he knows he's playing on point. Arkandy's not in a position to take risks right now.
Yeah, exactly. I think, to be honest, even if you're able to plant and get the face shield blown off, but still slide under, I think that's still a win.
I think so too.
So Sat had Spider Magnet at 7:30. Arkandy is getting it around 7:47, I believe, maybe 48. Yeah, so less than 20 seconds are separating both of these runners right now. So
Yeah, that's not how Sat usually does that room. I saw that face.
Yeah. I was gonna comment on that, but you took the words right out of my mouth.
Yep. He was unhappy, displeased even. So what Ark just did is what Sat usually does.
Yeah.
So we made up a little bit of time there, and it's minor optimizations like that that are going to let Ark claw this lead back. It's really one of the only ways to do it when you're playing at this level is those micro optimizations. Every room just has to be perfect.
Exactly, yeah. Like some of these tricks, some of these setups, it's like, oh, how much time does that save? Oh, like 0.1 second, 0.2 seconds.
But
maybe 0.7 seconds here. But exactly, at this level, that kind of thing is enormous for runners like this.
Like, the fact that they went for the same Artaria elevator deboost setup means that there was no time difference between both of their room executions.
Exactly.
Whereas the strategy that I took a couple months ago loses about a second to that strategy. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to learn this strategy. So I learned that one, and now I save that second every time.
Yeah, I'm still doing the older one, but it's so comfortable at this point. It's like,
Yeah.
I'll take the second.
I actually changed a button remap to get it.
Oh, really?
Yep, I changed the button mapping. So I added a button mapping. I had a back paddle on my controller that I wasn't using, so I backed it to melee, and made that setup easier for me, and now I can Atom skip within 3 tries.
Nice.
Most of the time. Yeah, funny how that goes. Both players coming up to Super Boost.
Yeah, both Sat is through the final Atom room of the games, and Arkandy is going to it as well. Like Ed said, both of the runners are coming up to Super Boost, which is a very not complicated, but very precise damage boost that basically saves, I believe it's 4 or 5 seconds if you get it.
Yeah, it's quite a bit, especially if you're not good at the normal quick ascension of that room. And it's one of those deboosts where, like, most setups are pretty relative to each other, and every player has the one they like.
The one that Sat just went is the one that I was going for most of my time, going for Super Boost, but for some reason it wasn't working for me lately, so I ended up changing setups. We'll see if Ark goes for the setup.
Ooh.
Yeah, that one is the one that I've decided to go for now.
Very similar setup to what I use, but that's really unfortunate that he missed it. I used to use the setup that Sat did, but the problem was I kept bonking my head on the thermal door. I would jump too early, and it's unrecoverable. It's just not good.
I was getting for me I was getting the damage boost, but Samus wasn't grabbing the magnet. I was high enough, she just wasn't grabbing the magnet.
Yeah.
So I had to figure out why she wasn't grabbing the magnet. So just changing some setups helped that.
Yep. And there's a million that work.
Exactly.
Both players getting the same Emmy spawn.
Yeah.
How many Hell Pseudo attempts do you think for both players?
I think that both of them will go for 2, and then if it doesn't work, they'll go the normal route.
I think you can go for 3 when you have 2 tanks. Yeah, Sat goes for 3.
Yes, went for 3. The only reason that I say 2 is because, again, that each Hell Pseudo attempt ends up losing. Oh my goodness!
That was nice.
Each Hell Pseudo attempt loses about a second and a half.
Yeah. One. Oh, we got it.
Ooh,
Second try.
Ark got second try. Yeah, so that's gonna make up some time over Sat.
Yep. Not going to be enough to completely catch him up, but it does save him about 6 seconds because he got it second try.
6 or 7, about that.
But that's pretty significant. That's 30% of the lead.
Exactly.
You know? How are we doing on thermal door is open, and now we're to Atom skip. And at
one of
this
the
level,
first, what we still consider, even at this level, one of the first equalizers of the run.
yeah, it's exactly what I was going to say. Is like, even at this level, it can still be an equalizer. But at this level, it's the difference between attempt 1 and attempt 3.
Exactly, yeah. So Sat does get it first try, so that's remarkable. So we'll see if Ark can.
Not quite. There's a respin issue there. Nice.
That looks good. Yeah.
Second try. So that's like 4 or 5 seconds that he just lost on that. I might be overestimating, but it's close to that.
Yeah.
Oh no, Sat having trouble with the button. Oh my goodness!
What is going on?
Oh, greed. Greed is bad.
That might have been his entire Atom Skip lead, if not more.
Yeah. Arkandy
Wow,
having
that
button
is
troubles of his own.
that's crazy.
Yeah, you know, that's at that point, like, he knows. He knows. He doesn't even need to hear me say it when he rewatches the VOD. You just shouldn't go for it after like the second time you miss it, especially in a race setting.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, it's also like if it goes to game 3, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
I know he'd probably rather button this up, but
Ooh, that was close on the Emmy for Sat.
That's the melee though. Melee's free.
It is free, yeah. Sat, or I'm sorry, Arkandy electing to jump over the Emmy there.
Yep.
Again, probably more safety than anything.
Yeah, it's
Knows that he needs to be making up some time.
Melee.
Yeah, it's like a very small, at this level, it's a very small chance that you miss the melee, but even that small chance, it looks like Ark's not willing to take.
Yeah. Now, this run has been extremely clean from both players. Extremely minor mistakes are what's making these differences.
Exactly. I was just about to comment on that. Both of the lead for both runners is just execution right now, because I firmly believe that like everything was going right for them first try, all that they'd be neck and neck. So it's great to see Arkandy coming out strong after the after game 1 of this set. We'll be heading to Dyran now to pick up the wide beam before heading back to Cataris for the green Emmy.
And you know Sat's upset about that button, because other than the button and Hell Pseudo, that was a near perfect Cataris.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like literally.
Like even without getting the Hell Pseudo, that was probably on pace for a sub 6-minute Cataris, which at this level is very, very difficult to do. Sub 6-minute Cataris in general is very difficult to do, but yeah, I think that was on pace for that.
I would have said even a low 550, honestly.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then we have Dyran 1, which is more just raw execution. Ooh,
wow.
Struggling with the cloak jump, the slope jump.
That is not something. That's not something that you normally see fail in that jump. Well, normally when runners are failing that jump, they are going a little bit too fast, but which is like weird enough to say.
Yeah, it happens sometimes. It's fast. It's slow to go fast.
Exactly, but you can definitely see Satis kicking himself over that one.
Yeah, Arkandy's making a couple of small mistakes here and there too, coming through this section.
Yeah. Despite the small mistakes, though, that does cut the lead even more in favor of Ark.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw what Arkandy just did. He did a slide off of a ledge and went to do a pivot respin, but Coyote jumped back onto the ledge.
Oh, so he did what I do in 90% of my, I spin fall attempts.
I do that so often, too. It's because you're just like, you're intense, you're in the moment, and you're just like, I just want to fall fast. And then you're like, well, I guess I'm jumping.
Literally.
Too good at falling. Had to jump.
Spin falls are Kaizo confirmed.
Yep. Spin falls are Kaizo confirmed. They're Kaizo spring blocks, actually.
So I know Sat does go for the damage boost here. We'll see if Arkandy goes for it as well. Ooh, missed it. Normally,
very
normally
aggressive,
Sat gets that.
Jerry. Yeah, it's I don't know if it was that he jumped late or if there was some weird cycling issues. Like
it might have been a cycle issue because his jump looked fine.
I don't.
Because there is a visual cue for that damage.
Oh yeah,
boost.
Absolutely. It's just its attack animation was so fast.
Yeah. Either way though, ooh,
struggling with the wide beam block.
This is
yeah, exactly. I feel
that's having some not issues per se, but definitely kicking himself over this leaving Dyran 1.
Yeah, weird stuff happened, you know?
Yeah, definitely, and that's a great way to put it. Just some weird stuff happened there.
This is one of the times I think it's appropriate to say it's kind of a comedy of errors, because it's like it's just a bunch of silly things happening, and you're just like, what the hell is going on? But like Taurus said in the chat, it can stress you out when that happens. You get kind of in your head about it. You're like, am I really
Yeah.
doing this ish
Like,
right
there's
now?
no
And you're
way this
just
is
like,
actually happening. Yeah.
And then you gotta take that load screen. You gotta regroup mentally. You have to rearrange your mental stack, give it a little shuffle, put it back in order, put it back nice, make sure all the cards are facing the same way, and get on to green enemy.
Yeah. Just got to keep moving forward when you're in a race setting like this.
Yep. And your ability to regroup after mistakes is a really crucial skill in a competitive setting.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because obviously I come from the League of Legends scene. I mean, it's not really I haven't had that at all. But
Yeah.
in sets like this where you're down one or you're ahead one, I should say, it kind of gets easy sometimes to become complacent with your lead,
Yes,
and
absolutely.
so it's if you're sat, you're really wanting to not come off as complacent, and a lot of these issues that he's having with movement or some mishaps here and there, I'm sure that that's getting into his head. That he, of course, Sat is a huge competitor, so he doesn't want to come off like that.
No.
But
I was going to say, if you know anything about Sat, it's that you know that he takes every match seriously. Whether it's his
100%,
first match,
yeah.
his last, it doesn't matter. He's taking it seriously. He's trying to play his best. He's trying to play out of his mind 100% of the time.
Absolutely. So despite Arkandy having a little bit of a mishap with the getting out of the CU room, still relatively close to Sat. Sat gets more fall at 1930, and Arkandy gets it at about 1937. So less than 10 seconds are separating these runners at the moment. So this is a neck-and-neck race.
Yep, and I have a feeling it's going to stay that way for quite a while, at least another 15 minutes or so.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because there's still a lot of tricks that are coming up, as well as movement that could shift the lead.
And then
of course there is short boost.
37-minute mark.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, happens, man. May the best boost short.
Literally. That electing to grab the trade missiles, Arkandy skipping them.
And that's 4 seconds gone.
So just because of those missiles, the runners are basically neck and neck.
They're literally 2 seconds apart. Less than 2 seconds apart right now on the A press. So, guess what? You can see what happens with Kraid.
Yeah, we have a race on our hands, everyone.
We got as if we didn't know that there was a race on our hands. Guess what, buddies? This is a freaking race. Oh, these loads
coming up,
are just going to be intense.
Exactly. Coming up, the runners will both want to be careful with this right here. This is one of the item tutorial triggers. I know Sat did and accidentally trigger it later on in the run, but both runners do skip that.
Ooh, both runners missing just easy jumps.
Yeah, having some issues with the slug.
Oh, getting a rough slide. Arkandy getting, I think that was super slide. It might have been hyper slide, but he did fall. Both runners.
Yeah, sometimes you don't expect you're gonna get hyper slide when you get it. So
you mistime the jump. Yeah, I've done
exactly.
All right, let's see how Varia Climb goes. Ooh, Arkandy having a little bit of struggle there. Smooth on more from Sat.
Really good. Really good
more
Varia
from
climb.
Arkandy too. Those
for
were
both runners. Yeah.
Very similar Varia climbs. Touched at 21:56. Touched at 21:59.
Yeah, this is looking good. This is looking very tight.
Oh boy.
Now that both runners have the Varia suit, they'll be able to head down to lower Cataris area to get Kraid and or to fight Kraid and get the diffusion beam before heading to the heated areas of Dyran, where they will. Both runners are doing short boost, but ordinarily this would be the confirmation between short boost and space pseudo routing.
Yep. But we already know.
But yeah, we already know.
Oh, the anticipation is building, and I know for both of these runners, it's in the back of their mind. It's just that little thought that's like, hey, you're gonna have to do short boost soon, and that's gonna determine the entire race. It's gonna determine the outcome of the race. Guess what? You're gonna have to do short boost soon, and
Oh
you
my
have to
god,
deal with
yeah.
crate RNG. You have to deal with crate RNG right now. Dang.
The thing
Like,
about with Crate RNG though is Sat is going to have those extra 10 missiles compared to
correct.
Arkandy. So
Yep.
Sat will be able to alleviate some of the missile RNG or Crate RNG, I should say, whereas Arc potentially will not.
Arc's just gonna have
Arc's
to
going to be
punch
in the
and
spot that
pray.
I'm normally in because I also do not grab those missiles.
Yeah, I think in a race setting, it definitely behooves you to grab them. I can definitely,
Yeah, definitely.
you know,
Good movement through the Rocky Mountains for both runners.
I'm gonna say 5 single wall jumps from both runners. That's my guess.
5, all right.
Yeah, I'm saying 5 for both. No shade either way. No Charlies from Sat, phase 1. Charlies from Arkandy. Oh, now he's going for him. He just doesn't do him at the beginning. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Sat ends up falling.
5. See, 5. Oh, I didn't count Arkandy's. Did anybody count Arkandy's?
I think Arc's was 6.
Proving me wrong.
It might have been 5 though.
They were just too in sync. It was hard to count. Both runners getting pretty favorable RNG. Arc, unfortunately, getting a very slow punch there. And then a parry. Ugh.
Unfortunately though, he has to take the parry because he ran out of missiles. So
yeah. 24-36 touch after a whiffed jump. 24-42 touch. So 8 seconds between these two runners. So the lead has expanded a little bit by about 5 seconds.
yeah, and a lot of that is just off of not necessarily even crate RNG. I would say both runners got similar RNG, but Arkandy was just low on missiles, so wasn't able to capitalize on the RNG like Sat was able to.
Yep. The other reason I think the 10 missiles are good is because Sat doesn't use Charlies during the roar phase in the very beginning. He just pumps missiles. It kind of equalizes where they're at in terms of missile count throughout the fight because they both Charlie for the remainder of the first phase. Arc had 2 punches and a slap. Jeez, I didn't realize he had 2 punches. That's awful.
Yeah, that's
Thank you for
unfortunate
bringing that to my
RNG.
attention, Metatron. Appreciate you.
So again, this is where the runners would normally, we would get confirmation that they're going for short boost or space pseudo, but both of these runners will be going short boost.
Because they both want to win.
Well, not only that, they did mention it at the end of the last race as well. Good RNG for the yellow Emmy for Sat. We'll see how the Emmy RNG treats Arkandy. Wasn't so kind to him last run, and unfortunately, it's not kind to him in this one either.
As long as he gets the single wall jump, he'll be fine, though. Oh, no.
Oh, my goodness.
I cursed him. I cursed Arkandy.
Ed!
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that to you. Arc, I'm genuinely sorry. I didn't mean it. It wasn't on purpose. Guys, come on. I want to see as tight of a race as everybody else does. I really
Unfortunate caster curse.
It happens though. It's mandatory. Let's pray. Let's all pray together that that's the only one that happens. Let's all just pray to Papa Beak and the quietest of robes, Father Beak. Pray to Father Beak, team. No more commentators curse. Bomb at 2705 for Sat. And this is going to be about 2716 or 17 for Arkandy, I think. Maybe 18. I don't know how long the jingle is.
About 6 seconds. Despite that, despite the failing of the wall jump, Arkandy is still in a good spot. Now that both runners, have bombs, they'll be heading to Berenia 1, where they will be heading towards Flash Shift. to do a trick known as backdoor flash, BDF for short.
Which is required in this route.
Yeah. Both runners did get it first try on the prior race, so we'll be looking to see if they can duplicate their round 1 backdoor flashes.
Here's hoping. Because it does save like 40 seconds or some such.
Yeah, normally with the space pseudo, it's about an 8-second save since you do have grapple beam at that point. Yeah. But with this route, yeah, it is a substantial save than going all the way around. Just you would have to go into lower Berenia.
Yeah.
Go all the way around. So yeah, it is a substantial save. Yeah, exactly.
To answer your question, Habilis, I don't know how to say your name, but this is any percent, no major glitches, short boost routing. This is one of the runner's least favorite parts, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then for those of you who are not aware of the differences between short boost and the space pseudo route for this game's any percent no major glitches category, you can basically think of it as akin to old route and new route for Super Metroid. There is so the old route being KPDR, the old route in this game, old route quote unquote, would be the space pseudo route, and then the new route, the PRKD, would be akin to the space pseudo routing. It does, or the short boost routing. Yeah, it does save a substantial amount of time over the older route.
It's much more difficult.
But it is much more difficult, exactly.
It's the trick that that is used, the short boost for getting screw attack early, pretty much has every possible factor that you can have working against you in this game working against you.
Yeah. If you're taking damage, you have to get I believe it's a triple frame perfect trick, so.
I believe it's frame dependent. Because the timings change based on your positioning when you in the flash shift when you do the down press.
That's fair enough. Sat does get backdoor flash first try. Ark deads it second.
Yeah, but he was only 3 bombs in when he bailed on the first attempt, so it didn't lose him too much time. Truly.
Mm-hmm.
Stat going for the newly discovered pseudo for left side, which makes it substantially easier than the old method.
Shoutouts to Arkandy for all of the work that he's done to find faster ways to do things in this game. Because Ark is the one that
as well.
Yeah, because Ark is the one that found that not too long ago.
Yeah. Yes, Void, and the new pseudo is significantly easier. You just aim at Samus's foot and morph shot. That's it. That's literally it. As opposed to the old ridiculous pause buffer one.
Yeah, the pause buffers are actually why I still went underneath until very recently. That new pseudo, or not new pseudo, but that new I guess technically it could be considered a pseudo, but the new setup, yeah, is why I like to learn it. Just now I only have to learn 1 pause buffer instead of 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not, anyone who is coming on my streams knows that I am not a fan of pause buffering. So
pause buffering's hard. It
is difficult.
And now we come to Yellow Emmy. The freest Emmy kill in the game, with some kind of fun movement leading up to it.
And it's funny that you say that because, yeah, it is definitely one of the easier Emmys to kill, especially since casually, for speedrunners, yeah, especially because casually, it is arguably one of the most difficult. That and well, kind of, but I would probably say the Wave Emmy casually is harder than the Ice Emmy, because the Ice Emmy casually, you want to be going through, you basically need to figure it out, and then once you figure it out, it's easy. But the Wave Emmy one, since there's like no room, you're basically having to be like, oh god, what do I do?
but Wave Emmy casually is literally run to the end of the hallway and aim. Don't even aim, just press the button. And
fair enough.
Yeah, you know, like it just dies. You don't have to think at all.
In my defense, I didn't figure that out casually until.
Did you try to do it like on the shutters and stuff?
I was trying to do it on the shutters. Yeah.
Yeah, that's hard.
So as soon as I figured out I could go up top on the shutters, I was like, oh, this is easy. But
yeah. See, easiest enemy kill in the game. You just shoot it in the face when it comes out of the tunnel, and then it explodes.
Ooh, Ark, pretty close on this
Ark
kill.
had kind of a spooky kill there.
Ooh,
Ark, that was spooky. Stop proving me wrong.
yeah, Arkandy playing with fate.
Stop cursing yourself.
So now that the runners will have the speed booster, they will be heading to Artaria to grab the grapple beam, as well as grabbing the screw attack with the short boost method.
The worst trick in the game.
By far. Sat electing to only grab the one or the two E-tanks.
Yep, and doing the Sonic Orochi keep.
Yeah, it does get the... Yeah, I was about to say.
Or the Sonic Spark. Should we call it the Sonic Spark? I think I like that better.
I think I like that better, too.
We'll have to run it by him. See if he likes it. Arc. Not taking it. Both runners going for 2 tank, screw attack, short boost.
I think they are also going for 1 round in on short boost as well, or
Yeah,
true
of
1 trip,
course.
I should say.
I'm unsurprised by this.
Yeah, because I know that they did it in the last attempt as well with varying degrees of success. So both runners, again, will be going for a true 1 trip short boost. And for those in the chat who are unaware of what a true 1 trip short boost is, ordinarily with the short boost tech, you would want to set up the gravity room and kill the blob underneath so that you can get through and use your shine spark to get up through the water. With a true 1 trip, you are doing that as you are coming down with the spark stored. So it does save time, but it is significantly riskier because you only have 5 seconds to use the spark once you have it stored. So
yeah, so it ends up being a precise series of inputs where as soon as you store, you must flash left, morph, lay a bomb, don't get bonked by those bombs, fall into the water, fall down, and do 2 quick charges on the blob while still maintaining enough forward momentum to clear the ledge to do a diagonal shine spark to get to the top. And
it sounds so complicated.
And that's because it is.
It's because it is.
It's
Like
very
all of this is they're doing all at once.
Oh, and also you have to successfully do short boost before that happens, which is a precise down input in the middle of a flash shift to interrupt it, so that Samus is still moving backward, but she's able to start her forward running animation, so that way she can store a shine spark in a smaller spot than normal.
Yeah, it's
and
kind of similar
grapple
to
door while taking cold damage, so it's pretty hard. That looks good from Sat.
Oh,
Ooh.
he stores early.
Stored early. He had it.
Yeah,
though.
it's kind of similar in to the short charge from the stutter tap short charge from Super Metroid, but like
way harder.
But way harder, exactly. Because with Super Metroid, it's only counting it on certain frames.
Oh,
so that was very close.
Health after that. Looks good for
Arc.
Arkandy.
Oh, stored early.
Early. Okay. Neither runner got true 1 trip. Both are struggling with their attempts.
They're still going for it though. Sat gets it.
Looks like he's got it. 1, 2, and he's through.
And he's through. He gets it. So Sat gets short charge or short boost about like 3rd or 4th try.
Ugh, Arkandy's struggling right now.
Come on, Ark.
And he knows what it means to struggle on this right now too. Yeah, it looks like it's too short.
Just barely, yeah.
Down too early. Ooh, that looks good. Nice, he's got it.
All right.
1 charge, 2 charge, and we're through. On more flash.
Oh, and he gets it. All right, so Arkandy does get short boost.
Good. This is
That's
still a
going
race.
this is still very much a race. This will keep it very, very close.
And that's what you want to see, because this category, due to this trick, is so punishing. And you can just get stuck. You can just get stuck at short boost for minutes. And
because the thing with
gets it, that's it.
Because the thing with the trick as well, it's not like
You can
the
just bail
space
on
pseudo
it.
where you can bail on it and go to glitchless early space if you know how to do it. With short boost, if you are here, you're committed to it. There
Yeah,
is
it's too
no
late.
backup. There's no backup to this trick. If you decide to run space pseudo at this point, you are losing like upwards
Minutes.
of yeah, because the trick saves about 3.5 minutes, but then going back to running early space at this point loses
Probably about 2.5, 3 minutes at least.
yeah, if not more. So
Oh, Ark
Ark.
missing the spark up the room. Going for a different spark just to get the heck out of there. That's unfortunate. And I'm sure part of that is a little bit of frustration and nerves from struggling on short boost. That's
Oh
tough.
yeah, for sure.
Is that getting a little bit of mantle percent?
Mantle percent. Almost started doing hundo.
Yep, a little bit.
Shoutouts to hundo.
Love Hundo.
The best category of the game.
Definitely one of them.
I will not be hearing dissenting opinions.
Yeah, I mean, it's reasonable. Hundo's great. The only trouble with Hundo is the load screen gauntlet towards the end of the game.
Oh my god, yeah.
Cleanup would be so much fun if not for all the teleporters and trams.
Yeah, because unfortunately the fastest way to do that is just run through all of the teleporters, so it's really cool movement, but then teleporter. Really cool movement, and then teleporter.
Chill out for a little while. You get to rest your hands. You get to think about what's next. That part of it's fine, but otherwise, it's a little tough. QR speed keep coming up. One of my favorite speed keeps in the entire game.
Yeah, the QR keep it's very, very tight, but it is one of the more visually impressive keeps of the game. Ooh,
it's
Sat.
Also genuinely
this looks close.
To execute. Yeah, he had time. He's fine. Executed optimally, you have like a full second and a half that you don't even end up using on the spark timer.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Oh, unlucky shot.
Yeah, some bad RNG on the quiet robot, but significantly closer than it was at this point in game 1. So
yeah.
So as Sat is leaving Ferenia, Ark is going for the QR keep that we mentioned prior. That looks great, yeah.
Perfect. Well, not quite perfect. There's a lot of tiny micro optimizations that you can do in that thing, like not missing the perfect hole-in-one on the morph ball off the magnet and getting the little slide up the wall that a couple people can do, but it's like really, really hard.
So great, quiet robot fight for Arkandy. So both runners will be heading into this very impressive movement section before heading to Berenia 2, which is also one of the most impressive movement parts of the entire game.
Yep. This is a really fun speed keep. And I know you're supposed to cut it off and then do flash shifts and stuff, but I like doing the speed keep all the way through. It's a lot of fun.
It's hard to go it all the way through. Like, yeah, it is faster to go to cut it off, but that even if you don't cut it off, it's a hard keep to go all the way.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun to execute.
Definitely.
Ooh, missing the
hole in one, unfortunately. So yeah, just a Dyren separating both of these runners right now.
Literally just like a load, like a section.
Ooh, Ark misses the keep, unfortunately.
Jumped a little early. Does he get the flash chain here, though? Because Sat missed it. Nice, he got the flash chain. He didn't get bonked all the way, though, because he turned around.
The chain is so hard.
Yeah, it is hard.
The flash shift chains that these runners are doing is so impressive. And, like, every time I watch either one of them on their streams and they're executing this level of play, it's mind-blowing.
They're so fun to learn too. Honestly, that's one of the reasons my times have gotten better is because I started learning those, and they're because they're cool. Like they're fun to do.
They really are. Sat nails the half-second time save right there.
Yep.
Going over with the speed keep. Is electing to flash shift across.
Oop,
darn. Yeah, it optimally it's a frame perfect flash shift right there. Optimally, it's faster without going the second speed keep.
Yep.
But not going for the second speed keep means that you have to do a frame perfect flash shift, which is pretty difficult. So
I just go for True Link because I'm
fair enough.
crazy.
Because I'm crazy. Arkandy also gets the half-second save.
You're not talking about going through the tunnel, are you? Oh, Ark was going for True Link.
That is close.
He was close too. He jumped a little early.
Yeah, very, very early.
No.
Very close, I should say.
Yeah, his wall jump was just a touch too early. You have to do it like it's like perfectly at the apex.
That would have been very impressive to see. It would have saved a good amount of time.
It's so hard to get and run. It's not bad when you're practicing it. You can get a couple shots at it, but like because you have to do it first try, it's really hard.
Yeah, literally. So Sat is coming up onto another robot soldier right here.
The freest fight in all of short boost route.
Yeah. Because normally you'd have to be like blowing missiles at this, but since you already have the screw attack, you're just feel free to hit it with the screw attack. Yeah, it's just such a time save. In addition to that's why short boost is so much faster. In addition to cutting out some backtracking, a lot of these robot fights, they just melt to the screw attack.
They really do. And it's so much easier than like in the QR fight, you have to deal with the RNG and get speed keeps on it, and those are easy to mess up too. You can just 6 screw attacks, he's done.
Oh yeah.
Arc going into the Gav Robo. Shot a missile. I wonder if that missile was intentional or just muscle memory.
Might just be muscle memory.
Oh, second meme done.
Yeah, I was just about to say that, actually. You took the words right out of my mouth. I was going to say he's getting memed.
It's just, it happens there sometimes. And there's nothing you can do about it. You can be literally one of the top 3 players in the world at this game, and sometimes that magnet's just like, I'm a little meme.
Literally, though.
You can't do anything about it.
It's frustrating to be sure. That room too is just so hard. Not hard to optimize, but it's just so hard to like.
It's hard to execute.
Sometimes it's like comfort, right? So you turn your brain off because you're like, okay, I have supers now. I need to head to a loon. I need to grab plasma beam, etc., etc. Like you're moving forward, but then that happens, and you're like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah, literally, what just happened? Your brain is already in a loon, and your hands are still trying to
figure out.
I get the Morphballs? I don't get
exactly. Speaking of it, Sat is in Eloon, the quarantine section of ZDR. Going to be picking up the plasma beam while also releasing the X parasites. And Arkandy is heading there as well.
Quarantine. This is a case study in why you don't break quarantine.
I found that funnier than it was. So right there, what you saw Sat do, that's also an item tutorial trigger. So rather than sliding through the tunnels, he went into morph and or went into morph ball, I should say, to roll through it, because the game will identify the item tutorial trigger through slides.
And slides only.
Yeah, for some reason. I think it's because the first one is that slide.
And that's all you have at that point. So why would you bother coding for Morph Ball?
Exactly. So it might be an oversight by the developers, but thank you for oversighting it, question mark.
Thanks. Either way, we're happy about it.
I was actually talking with Ross not too long ago, and he was talking about the differences between time saves in short boost routing as well as in space pseudo routing. And space pseudo routing, he was unaware that space pseudo routing can't do item tut. So space pseudo cannot do item tutorial because even if you get it, you will accidentally trigger it at early grapple. Exactly. So which is a significantly harder way to, because you're doing a coyote jump, so you're doing a coyote too early grapple. The item tutorial triggers, and then you have to finish your coyote after the item tutorial. So it's
and
very.
If you fail, you just die.
You
And
lose
it's
your run
faster to
basically.
reset the
So,
checkpoint.
yeah, it's
not great.
tough.
It's like a guaranteed 8-second loss.
Hmm.
Cutscene skip? Sat? Okay, he got there.
Nails it.
Yeah,
So both of these runners now.
is bonkers. You're absolutely right, Root.
Yeah, Ark is one of the premier mashers, I would say, of the game.
For
Him,
sure.
B-Dog, myself. Just kidding. But
Shout
yeah,
out my turbo controller.
So both of these runners, now that they are backing Gaverin, will be heading to the Ice Emmy. Ooh, Sat doesn't get the full speed keep. You can see he's kicking himself over that.
2 small mistakes on that speed keep, so he got interrupted twice on it, which is really unfortunate. That's one of the more fun speed keeps in the game as well.
Oh, definitely. The grabbing the Ice Emmy though it's always like loads of time that can potentially be saved though.
Yeah.
This Emmy hates playing nice. It doesn't matter who you are. It does not like playing nice. So Ark on his way there now with this. He does have the full keep as of now. Ooh, Arkandy!
Ark getting the full swag version. Let's go, buddy.
That is impressive to say the least.
That spark is so not fast, but it is so good. Oh, that was great.
Yeah, that was
the hard
fantastic.
route too. That's the hard pathing through that room,
Exactly,
but it is faster.
A lot harder though. And does get favorable RNG.
Yep.
So as Sat takes down the Emmy,
nice.
Arkandy is taking down the CU and will kill the Emmy now. So about, I would say, 30 seconds or so are separating them.
I'm gonna time on Jingle Start. 49:39 for Jingle Start.
Jingle Start, I love it.
Yeah, Jingle Start.
So this is going to be one of those areas that the routes diverge once again. Normally with the Space Pseudo route, you'd have to go back to Ferenia to grab the Space Jump, but then go grab Screw Attack right after. Since the runners have Screw Attack already...
50-16.
So how much is that?
So that's...
Not good at the maths.
30 seconds would be 09. So then another 7. So 37 seconds between the runners.
Not bad though.
Good, I mean, at math, LOL.
Not bad though, considering the short boost attempts for both runners.
Yeah,
and there's still a lot of run left.
Yeah, there is. And there's still Golzuna. You know,
exactly.
Golzuna can always. It's another one of those things that will just crush even the seasoned runners sometimes.
Yeah. So what I was saying is the runners, since they already have Screw Attack, they're able to completely bypass grab and space jump right now, and they just grab it after SQ, which is similar to what the all bosses route does if you do grab space jump in it, and I believe it's also similar to one of the unrestricted routes as well. Yeah. But instead they go right to Berenia to grab the gravity suit, which is what you would do after Screw Attack. So both because of that routing with the short boost to grab the early Screw Attack, they're able to, again, just less backtracking, which is obviously faster.
1, 2, 3. God blobs.
Oh wait, did Sat get God blob? I had to mute myself because I was dying.
Did.
Nice.
Please don't do that.
Ooh, Ark? Okay.
Oh,
good backup.
Come on, buddy. Scaring me.
Playing with our hearts.
Yep. We gonna skip the missile Sat? You gonna do it?
I think he did last time.
Nope, not this time. Probably taking him for safety for RB.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because he skipped the early grab missiles, so it makes sense that he'd grab those, or not. Yeah, that he would grab those. Because Sat does use turbo, and though weaving is legal, he does choose not to do it. Meanwhile, Ark is manually mashing and weaving like the god.
Yeah, Ark's weave is nuts. I know he only went for the 30 missiles in the last one, so we'll see if he goes for these missile plus as well.
Nope. Skippity dude bah.
Very good. Okay, and he avoided the mistake he did last run. He did accidentally screw there, and he did have to bomb jump back up. So
that's not fun. It's easy to do.
Some decent RNG from the Berenia twins for Arkandy, though.
Yeah, Sat had pretty good RNG too, right?
I believe so, yeah. I think Arkandy's was actually a little better, though.
Yeah.
So it's going to save a little bit of time. So Sat is currently heading to Golzuna, which is going to be one of these other potential equalizers. This fight is very easy to get complacent on, even at the highest levels of the game. Sometimes you think you have it, and then you don't. So... Ooh, so you can see Sat's face. That was very close to not get it. Oh my god, I jinxed Sat. I'm so sorry.
Well, there's your commentator's curse for the run. Oh, now he's got to go all the way over.
I hadn't commentated curse once.
Well, there's yours. And now he can't even get his
my goodness.
back up. Jeez. Yeah, he had to jump over there because it's very possible to die.
This is not good.
Big red time waster indeed. Oh, this is gonna close the gap for Arkandy, assuming he does.
Yeah, especially
well.
if he gets the fight.
Wow. Sat is unpleased. Ark's got the run through. Spark.
Does look good for Ark.
Spark 2. There it is. Yeah, run is pretty darn
Run
close
is
to even now.
very close to even. This is nuts.
That's a massive dub for Arkandy.
Yeah, very unfortunate for Sat though.
Wow. That's... Ooh boy. I'm shook.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty it's a pretty good way to put it. I'm shook. Sat is not at all happy with that Golzuna. I mean, who would be, you know?
Yeah. Nobody. And that's, you know, that's textbook. That's literally what were we talking about when it happened, you know?
I thought I was gonna go through the entire tournament without cursing one runner.
Well, leave it to you.
Leave it to me.
Point.
Leave it to me for tournament point, exactly. I'm gonna mute myself for the rest of the run so long.
Please don't, I'm sick too.
I'm not saying a single thing.
Well, Sat did get the greatest time save of all time, part 2, the sequel.
Part 2, the sequel.
I think did successfully manip the worm there. Yep, perfect. Got the flash chain to the door.
Always feels good to manipulate that.
No!
Oh no! Ark trigger side up tight!
Oh, you hate to see it. You know he's kicking himself.
At least he won't have to worry about it, right? Right?
Yeah, he doesn't have to worry about it in the only one more time that it even is relevant.
Right?
Right? Right. You said it. Excuse me. Excuse me. I wasn't kidding.
So an elevator an elevator keeping or spraying the runners right now.
You trying to say the elevators don't have doors?
So these hey, this isn't Metroid Fusion.
I don't think Sat got the door open.
Yeah. I don't think so either. I didn't hear the door.
What he mouthed there, he's unpleased.
Yeah, I didn't hear the door open. But that's what I was going to say. The runners are going to go for opening that door right now because it is a slow opening door. So it is faster to open that door now compared to after the Ferenia twin soldier fight. Arkandy elected not to open it now either. Well, probably... Choosing. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure if Ark has the race open. Maybe he thinks since Sat missed it, he can go normally. But again, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know that both runners do go for 1 round on SQ though, which is one of the most difficult kills in the game.
Oh no!
Ooh, that's not good for Ark.
Ark got seen. Well, I guess it's fine. It prevents some of the robots from spawning.
That's fine, or fair.
Ooh, okay. 3, 4, 5.
This looks good for Sat.
Oh,
barely missed the 1 cycle, yeah. Wait, what?
Missed 2 cycle as well? The heck is that?
That's so strange, actually.
Yeah, that's super weird.
So if Ark gets a 1 cycle on SQ, he will be
time.
making up a lot of time, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And he does. Arkandy 1 cycles SQ, so more time being made back over Sat.
This run is just giving me agita.
Oh, edge of seat entertainment.
I sat up straight. Like, I'm not slouching anymore. I'm like,
you and me both, dude.
This run is demanding my full attention.
As
any grand finals should, honestly.
I think Sat should consider himself lucky that the Emmy didn't see him there, actually. That was very close. Because that would have been an enormous waste of time.
Yeah. That's one of those Emmy spots where, like, sometimes it waggles its vision over you and it doesn't see you, and you're just like, how did that happen? And now Sat's got to go back for space jump. And he's kicking himself because he went up the right side of the room.
Yeah. Again, Sat mentioned it. He has been running the newer all bosses NMG,
yeah,
where
the way you go.
Don't grab it exactly. So, I mean, I grab it, but you don't grab it.
Yeah. Oh,
Ark!
Scary. Oh, and Ark missed the storm missiles. It looked like Sat was gonna miss the door.
Storm missiles and cross bombs both work as intended, by the way.
Storm missiles do be trolling.
Ooh, nice damage boost for Sat on the ply, or from the ply.
Yeah. Ark keeping the speed through as well.
That is an impressive keep.
Yep.
So many of these keeps are just like, wow.
You're only ever gonna see them when it's worth doing, though.
Yeah, you wouldn't imagine seeing them, but then, or you wouldn't. Sorry, words. English is hard. You wouldn't think there's a speed keep there, but there is what I was trying to say.
That happens quite often. Alright, let's see what happens on Wave Emmy. We've seen Wave Emmy take countless lives this tournament. I'm really hoping we don't see anything nutty happen right now. Because that will literally break the run.
That will decide, yeah. Sat did have some issue on the Emmy kill last run, so...
Yeah. Alright. 4 shots. 1, 2. I think he's okay.
I think he is too.
Yep, he's fine.
Yeah. Because, yeah, like you said, he did miss 2.
Yeah. Nice, he's fine.
Meanwhile, Arkandy is now attempting his quick kill on the Wave Beam Emmy.
Let's see. Hasn't missed a shot, so... Oop, I think that was 1. But
I think that was 1 as well, yeah.
He might have liked to jump over anyway. Nope, slide under, and we're good.
Arkandy the Chad.
Yep, no slide. No slide from Arkandy. Just gonna stare that at me in the face and say, "What's up?"
Literally. This is a very, very close race.
Yep. Very, very close. Not a lot of time to save anymore. We are coming to the end of the road here.
Yeah, both runners now will head back to Hanubia to start the end of the game boss gauntlet. The red Chozo for the power bombs, the gold elite soldier, as well as Ravenbeak himself. Ravenbeak, well, I mean, both soldiers are prone to some bad RNG patterns, but Ravenbeak himself is prone, especially phase 3, is prone to some
troll.
Yeah, so there is potential for Ark here, but as well as the escape as well, going for Arc Spark or his patented Spark, and I know Sat doesn't, so
he might go for Hyperkeep as well.
True.
Which is incredibly difficult, and I've only seen a couple people do it. And also, it's worth mentioning that the times are so close right now that Sat's choice not to weave may have consequences. Because Arc mashes and weaves, and Sat uses Turbo, does not weave. So
Sat failing a cutscene skip. You can
cutscene skips are some of the hardest bosses in the game.
Literally, that's why there's 30 bosses. There's actually cutscenes.
Yep,
it's not counting the Emmys. It's counting all the cutscenes.
Yeah, it's not actually counting a lane. It's counting those cutscene skips. Stat making great use of the storm missiles. If you don't know, storm missiles deal a ridiculous boatload of damage, and whenever you can kind of squeeze them in, namely these last couple of fights in the game, you probably should, because they do so much damage.
They do a lot.
Arc taking a tag from the red Chozo there. Red Chozo down. We're in cutscene hell.
Cutscene hell. Yeah, I do not understand the decision to not be able to skip these cutscenes. I get why you can't skip them, but at the same time, come on.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be like, I'm absorbing this power, blah 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 blah. Especially since this Emmy is basically used for lore, you know.
Yep.
But please.
I would love to. I just want to petition Mercury Steam for a speedrun mode that just gets rid of all that stuff.
That'd be great. Wow, I did not think Sat got that bomb off, but very, very close.
He sure did. Power bombs?
Ooh, doesn't get scammed by the power bombs.
As long as you shoot him, you don't get scammed. Alright, going for the last speed keep of the game.
This one's always fun to
most
see.
People do. Yeah, it's super fun to execute, too. Very clean movement.
Ooh, good speed keep from Arc.
Yep. Classic Arkandy things.
Oh, how much time does that save? I don't know, like a second.
Yeah. Just Arkandy things.
So Sat is on the Elite Soldier now. Arkandy is making his way to that same fight. Again, 20 or so seconds are separating these runners right now.
This is crazy.
You know, for some reason, I thought that Sat had missed that second counter, which would have been awful.
Should literally never happen on rookie mode. So
yeah.
Room exit on 105.09. Room exit from Arkandy is going to be about 105.21, 22?
Yeah, so this race is coming down to Ravenbeak RNG.
It's coming down to Ravenbeak RNG.
Yeah.
And literally the fact that Sat doesn't weave and the effectiveness of Arkandy's weave on Ravenbeak is literally what this race is going to come down to.
This is tight. This is very tight.
This is if there wasn't more of a nail biter race, like I would not be surprised. Like this is crazy.
No, for sure, for sure.
And to have such a close race at Grand Finals, like you're going to have a close race at Grand Finals, but you don't expect it to be this close.
Oh yeah.
Arc doing yet another
going for
keep.
the my favorite speed keep of the game. All right, so Sat going into phase 1 of Ravenbeak.
All right, let's see how the gold skip goes. There we go.
Let's go for the storm skip. Is gonna get it. Ooh, same RNG pattern for Arkandy.
RNG, yeah. Single lock, which makes sense because Arc Smash is insane. Both runners.
Ooh, Sat's missing missiles.
Oof. Yeah, he's missing a few. Meanwhile, Arc is nailing just about every shot. Yeah, they're gonna end phase 2 at pretty similar times here. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Oh, Sat gets a counter!
That's really favorable, especially considering he's not weaving. That's huge. That's a huge DPS bump. You want that in the first 3 attacks.
Okay, but to be fair...
Ooh,
oh my gosh, Arkandy!
Arc? Ark? Don't die. All right, he's got the power bomb. He's good. He's safe. He's through. Oh
What?
my god.
Wait, oh my god!
Oh man. Wow, this is close.
Holy! Oh my god! Okay, this and
This is
Sat
gonna
doesn't
come
do
down to
Arc Spark,
escape.
so this might come down to Arc Spark.
This might literally come down to Arc Spark. This grand final tournament point is coming down to escape. This is Arc fighting for his life to stay in this tournament and have the potential
Never
to
say
reset the bracket.
die.
Never say die. Samus never says die. Cravenbeak Ek says Hadar Sen Olman. Samus says nah. We're running. All I'm hearing in my head is the Vine right now. Run. That's all I'm hearing. No hyperkeep. He's not doing it. It's you know, I agree with that. I don't think you should try. I don't think this is the time.
I think he'll definitely go for Arc Spark though, his namesake. But hyperkeep is no.
Yeah, hyperkeep is a no-go. Both runners going for the hole-in-one on the speed keep, not getting it.
Yeah. It's a hard
Neither
one to
runner
be fair.
getting stuck on the ledge there. Sat having trouble hitting the floor with his planet-sized laser beam.
Planet-sized, yeah. All right, here we go.
Are we doing it? Are we doing it?
He's doing it.
Let's go. Arc. Spark.
Oh, and he gets it!
Man, are
He
you
gets it!
kidding me? Oh no!
He got the cutscene!
Oh no, Sat! Oh no, the
I got the
cutscene!
cutscene! And Arc got Arc Spark! Arkandy wins the race!
wins the race!
Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh!
Wow, that cutscene!
Arkandy wins by just barely! What a race! Oh my god!
Arkandy wins by horizontal cutscene trigger.
Oh my god! Dude! I can't! Oh my god, if my headset were wireless, I would be moving everywhere. Oh
That's
my god,
unreal.
I can't, dude!
Wow.
Oh my god! Arc wins game 2. The runners will be going to a game 3. This is insane!
This is unbelievable. Whew.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely unbelievable performance from both runners. Both of them are kicking themselves for various reasons right now. You know it's true.
I can't believe it, man. I genuinely cannot believe it. All right, we're gonna see if we can get both runners in for some post-game commentary, especially after that absolutely nail-biter of a finish.
That was, you know, I don't have words right now. This is
Neither do I. That was absolutely insane. Both runners are here. We're gonna let them kind of give their own sentiments to each other before we pull them up for their interview. But
yeah, so
let's goodness.
Let's pull them up and just kind of, I think maybe let them talk. Let Arkandy,
for sure.
Let Arkandy go first, and then we'll have Sat say what he wants to say as well. Hello, gentlemen. We're not going to say anything right this second. We just want to let Arc go first. And what do you think?
Yeah, what's up, Ed? I can't believe I actually won that round. I mean, I just simply tuned out after short boost and just played my own game, and I don't know. I thought Sat was ahead the whole time.
Sat?
Was
How you feeling?
no,
Yeah.
just
I mean, yeah.
fell apart after Golzuna, I guess.
Yeah, that was one of the races for all time of this game, I would say. Very spectacular job from both of you. There will be a game 3. Is there anything that you guys want to say to each other, either to us, to kind of get ready for that, or anything that you wanting to practice per se, kind of anything like that?
I'm really pissed right now.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna bring that into the next one.
Just
I'm
channel that into the next
not
round.
allowing a game 4. Refuse. I
Fighting
refuse.
words.
This disgusting play by me after whatever it was. Like literally one thing could have not gone wrong out of like the 60, and I would have been fine. Whatever. I'll just accept it. The gap is shorter. I forgot to split Irvinbeek.
Yeah.
So whatever my RB split, I think it was like a 38.
Mm-hmm.
That was my split. So yeah, I don't know how I triggered the cutscene. In the
I
last
don't know
square.
either. I think
Yeah,
I think you
I
somehow
don't know.
pixel perfect hit the horizontal.
Yeah,
plane or something.
I didn't jump the second time. I think I just fat fingered my Y button. Hit both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's all.
tough.
Because that was, yeah, that's obviously not something that any one of the runners, especially at this level, is going to intentionally do. So that was very, very things are going wrong. So,
So I guess we're both getting scammed rounds 1 and 2, huh?
And just
Literally, you both got scammed so many times that run, and it was a little heartbreaking. But to see you guys neck and neck like that, like genuinely, that was a nail biter of a race for sure.
yeah. So for Golzuna, I didn't store because I thought I was late on the first run through. So I was mentally preparing to hit the reset button, and then I saw that I actually was on time, and then I didn't store.
Yep.
So at that point, it's just like just go for it. But I'm pretty sure if I just tried the fight again, it would have been better.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. I thought I could recover.
Yeah. Sometimes though, Golzuna be doing that.
yeah, that was Golzuna be Golzuna. That's really all I can say.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
Well,
going right.
either way, extremely well performed by the both of you. I know there were some really big upsetting moments, and I know you both kind of struggle busted at short boost there for a little bit because, you know, it's short boost and nobody's surprised by that. I look forward to watching game 3. Best of luck to you both. And I think that's probably where we should probably end it. Let you guys get some rest and recollect yourselves, regroup before game 3.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna end it on as well. Because yeah, best of luck to both of you.
Thank you.
Thanks
It's a best of one at this point, you know. So yeah, that's all I can really say. Best of luck. I look forward to being on comms for the third and final game.
I'm gonna sign up for it too.
I'll see you in 40 minutes, Ark.
See you, Sad.
Need
Get
a
some
mental
rest,
reset.
dude.
I need a really
Yeah.
bad mental reset right now.
Do what you gotta do, guys. We'll see you back.
All right, and with that being said, we will look to once again their final match, their game 3, will be momentarily a couple of minutes away. But until then, that's going to do it for right now. We will be back on Speed Gaming within the hour. So thanks everyone for watching, and once again, we'll be right back.